Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Wicked is as wicked does. I shut you down, and that's because you kept coming for me. Now I'm the wicked witch. It's the new story you're trying to pitch. I won't lay down for you. Now I'm the struggler. You might as well call me Alphaba. You're so sick in the head. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Because I'm wicked, very wicked for you. Love is my ticket to Oz. Oh yes, I'm wicked. It's Mr. Wicked to you. War is my ticket to Oz. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're listening or watching. Welcome to my newest live stream where we will be talking about the Carters after Jay-Z's explosive lawsuit involving Diddy. Thank you all for being here. I'm Lamarr Townsend. I'm a psychic, a tarot reader, and an astrologer, as well as a medium. If you would like to book a reading with me, I am available. Thank you all for booking your readings with me and keeping me busy. Wait a minute. Oh, got it. Okay. This is my website. lamartownsendtarot.com. So once you reach this page, you know you're on the right page. You can scroll down, read reviews. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. If you would like to book a reading, go to the store section. This is where you can go to book a reading. This is where you can also see everything I offer. I offer email readings, 15-minute, 30-minute, hour-long phone readings. I also offer video recorded readings, candles, birth chart readings, including compatibility, individual, and 12-month ahead transit birth chart readings. I also offer mediumship readings, past life readings, merch, including bracelets, evil eye stickers made by me, tarot classes, astrology classes, spiritual development classes, and so much more. Sometimes I do live readings. I am too busy with personal readings, so I'm not doing live readings today. Besides, we have way too much to talk about. So let's go ahead and get right into this reading. Um, the Carters. There's a lot going on. Obviously, Jay-Z has had his situation with his explosive lawsuit that he's denying with Diddy. Beyonce, I don't know what's going on with Beyonce, to be honest. She came out with a new album and she's gone quiet. Tina Knowles is out here liking social media posts against Jay-Z, and Blue Ivy's over there just looking cute. So let's just go ahead and get into it and see what we have to say. Thank you, Spirit, for cleansing and clearing the energy of the space. Thank you for opening up the channel so that I can connect with what's going on with the Carters at this time. Thank you for protecting my energy, my thoughts, my emotions, my space, and the extension of myself in my space, as well as those watching this video, as well as the social online space. Thank you for removing any negative energies. Amen, amen, and amen. All right, Spirit, give us some clarity and insight as to what's going on with the Carters currently. I don't know why I see Beyonce losing a lot of weight. I don't know if she's going on like some sort of health journey all of a sudden, like super health journey. She is a Virgo, or if it's due to depression, other things possibly. Um, I feel like she's also gonna start being erratic with her hair choices. Don't know what that means, but that's what I'm seeing. Um, I do feel like she could. I do feel like she could be prescribed something allegedly. Maybe like mental health. I hear something about mental health. And I also hear therapy. I also hear wellness, so I don't know if she's gonna go off to some sort of like wellness retreat of some sort. Or she could end up taking a break, possibly. I feel like she's entering a phase where for once she can't fake the funk. Like, she's always been the girly that, like, even if there's rumors and dramas, she's still gonna step out. She's still gonna slay. She's still gonna be Beyonce, but the cracks are starting to show. And it's all because of Jay-Z. Now, it's interesting because Beyonce looks fabulous, speaking of cracks. I see not one crack on her body, her pores. She looks amazing. The cracks are all in Jay-Z's face, and his face looks cracked, quite literally here, right? In many ways, as it should be, right? Um, I don't know why I see him like being xed out of a picture or like it's almost like remember back in the day when people like when someone was fighting with someone like we before camera phones, basically before like the 2000s. Like remember like you had like the disposable picture cameras or like the Polaroid cameras or like pictures and you would like cut out a person like if you didn't like them or something like that. Like I don't know why I see him being cut out of this picture right here. Um like and then it kind of merges into Tina, Beyonce and Blue Ivy, the three generation of women kind of vibe. It's hard to stand by him, I hear. It's hard to stand by him with this quite literally but also metaphorically speaking, I feel like. Like that's what I hear her saying. I do see her being very close with her children though, maybe particularly Blue Ivy. Like I see her sitting down, like Blue Ivy, like them facing each other, them like talking. Like they seem like girlfriends or good girlfriends. Like they kind of have that vibe with each other, Blue Ivy and Beyonce. I think Blue Ivy's disappointed in her dad. I mean, can you blame her? But imagine being like disappointed in your dad in this way at that age, whatever age she's is, right? I hear disappointed. And I do see like Tina, like there's something about Tina, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy. Like they have their own kind of little clique. I'm kind of getting that energy. Maybe that's why I was seeing Jay Z literally being cut out of the picture. And there's something where Blue Ivy is in the center. So if Blue Ivy's disappointed, then Beyonce and like Tina are trying to like comfort her in the best way, I guess. You know, they're all Earth signs too, which is really interesting. That's so funny. Imagine all Earth signs trying to comfort each other. Ciao. Do you want to go shopping? Can I get you another deal, another offer? Would that make you happy? Like, how does that work anyway? Um, he's kind of being ousted. Jay Z's kind of being ousted from the trio, ousted from the clique, ousted from the group. Like he's being shunned. And it's not just from Beyonce, Tina, and Blue Ivy. It's like publicly there's a feeling of being shunned, shamed, ridiculed, embarrassed. I feel like they're going to start doing things separately more. Like maybe you do start to just see Tina, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy out more often, or maybe just Beyonce and Tina, Beyonce, Blue Ivy, whatever it is, right? I don't know why I see Jewels. What is his name? Jewels, the sister's son. What's this? Solange's son. I don't know why I see him. Um, is he dating someone? Does he have a child? Okay, got it. All right. I feel like Solange is sitting back watching this unfold. I don't know why I literally see her. This could just be a metaphor, but I literally see her turning on the TV in a lazy boy. Like she's like has one leg over the arm, like twisting her hair, looking at the TV, like I told y'all, like that's what I hear her saying, like just like she's kind of like shaking her head though. Um, I get the energy around Jay Z where it's like the energy of feeling defeated, deflated. Like the wind is slowly deflating out of a balloon kind of energy. There's nothing, it's like he's sitting pondering, like, how can I get out of this? But there's really no way to get out of this except to go in, to just go forward to fight. Because, I mean, this is a pretty stark allegation, especially Diddy, connected to Diddy. Um, and it's time to own up to some things. I don't know why I do see him changing his hair as well. This is a changing hair family, child. But I see him like changing his hair. He might cut the dreads eventually and maybe give him a bit more of a dapper look, actually. I'm not sure. But he could go back to long hair, maybe, or something like that. Maybe he could do cornrows. I don't know. I feel like he likes long hair or something like that. Um, I do see their relationship dynamic changing. I do see their family dynamic changing once again. Where Jay's going to, you know what it is. Jay's gonna be feel, and he's gonna become more ousted or ousted or like isolated from the family, from the kids. Like it is literally though Tina Knowles and Matthew Knowles all over again. Literally, Matthew Knowles helped Beyonce become who Beyonce is. To some degree, Jay Z helped Beyonce become who Beyonce is, but to some degree, Matthew Knowles also kind of brought down Beyonce's image and likeness and essence a bit. Remember, remember that episode of Wendy Williams? I don't remember exactly the scenario, but like it was like a child, a secret child, and Wendy showed the picture of the mom in the splits. Very embarrassing. And Wendy is so shady for that, by the way. But Beyonce cut ties real quick, right? She was allowed to do that. That was her dad. She had grown up. It was the perfect time. But when you marry the same man, when you marry, as they say, women, people marry their fathers or the whatever. Child, oh my God, there's a like fly on my fruit fly or something on my. Oh no, you okay? Is this a spirit or something? God, all right. But maybe they don't want me talking about Wendy. But yeah. So basically, it is Tina Knowles and Matthew Knowles 2.0. History repeating itself. But look at his face here. Doesn't his face have like guilt and remorse written all over it? Like he's not looking at the camera the same. Let's zoom in a little bit. He's not looking at the camera the same. When it comes to celebrity, but the camera, your relationship with the camera. Marilyn Monroe had an amazing relationship with the camera, child. The camera loved her and she loved the camera. But look at him. Beyonce is still Beyonce, but look at him. Look at his face. There's a disconnect that wasn't there before. And I think this was what? The day of the allegations coming out or something like that. Child. His lyrics said this is his worst nightmare. What lyrics? What lyrics did that come from? What other things? Because I want to look at Beyonce's chart and see what's going on with her chart. Because when was she born? Beyonce birth date. And she was born in Houston, Texas. We know that because she's always saying it. All right. So what further messages, Spirit, do you want to let us know about the Carters? I feel like eventually Beyonce's gonna lean into her like I don't know if necessarily they're actually gonna be divorced or separated, or maybe they will be separated, but we don't really know. But I feel like Beyonce's gonna start to lean into this like hot mama, like hot single mama, sugar mama like vibes or something like that. Cause she's always teased it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And then what's the other one? Let me be, I want to be, got to be. No, is that the one? I don't remember, child. She has so many darn songs where she kind of teases it, basically like I can, irreplaceable. She's always teasing like I can go and get me another one, but she never really does it. But she could start to lean into that like that essence more, which I think is the best Beyonce personally. But anyway, um, and maybe she could start to have fun more. There's something where it's like there's something with Blue Ivy Carter too, where it's like teaching her to have fun, let your hair down, stuff like this happens. Um, she's already doing that. I don't follow her on Instagram actually, so I don't know. I was a fan. Maybe I definitely was a fan. I remember being a big fan when B Day came out, but at some point I just became disconnected from Beyonce. But maybe I'll come back around. I'm always open. I also became disconnected from Lady Gaga too. I think the only artist I've never really became disconnected from is Britney Spears, child. I love me some Britney, okay? But all right, final messages. I feel like they're slowly going to start to go their separate ways, but I don't know if we'll publicly know it. I feel like it's more so they're going to live separate lives. They're going to live their lives more separately. I feel like at initially Jay Z, it's like it's not gonna be what he wants or wanted, but it's like the energy of it's because he messed up or something like that, or he knows he messed up. And I hear like tired of all the lies. Beyonce saying like something about tired of all the lies. I don't know if this is a song lyric, child, or if she's literally saying this, but it does feel like Jay Z does maybe have a history of like white lying in the relationship, allegedly for YouTube entertainment purposes only. I am not in their relationship, or anything like that, but that's what I'm seeing and hearing. But she's a Virgo. Like there's something where she knows when he's lying. Like I literally see her being like, "Okay, Jay, like, are you lying to me?" And him being like, "No," like, and then her being like, "Okay, Jay," and then like turning to the camera to smile, like there's nothing going on at all. Like it's almost like that's her way of showing him that I'm a better liar than you. That is shady. That is cold. Damn. But you know what? And maybe I'll end on this note when it comes to this portion. And take this for what you will. This is Beyonce's chance to take her power back in the relationship because he's taken up too much of her power. I feel like energetically, spiritually, literally, whatever it may be. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and look into Beyonce's. Let's go ahead and look into Beyonce's birth chart real quick, so I can just see what is going on with her planets. Because we looked into Jay Z's Beyonce. All right. Mm, 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 mm. So she's born on September 4th, 1981. All right, we're gonna do 9/4/1981. We don't know the time she's born, child. I'm not even gonna attempt to look for that because I'm sure there's different stuff out there. And she's born, of course, in Houston, Texas. So let's go back. Okay, so we have her chart. I think September 4th, 1981, 9/4/1981. Okay, perfect. Beyonce's chart is in the center. The current transiting planets are on the outers. So once again, we don't know the time she's born, so we're not able to look at her houses or her rising sign. But we right off the bat can see she has a lot of planets in Libra, which makes sense as to why she's so likable. She has Mercury in Libra, so she's a very agreeable type of person. Libra is a very non-confrontational type of energy, so it's kind of like tough and boss diva-ish and put you in your place-ish as she seems. She's really a sweetheart behind the scenes and probably doesn't want to hurt people's feelings or say the wrong thing, not just only publicly but personally as well. There's definitely a sense of being aware of one's public image to like the minute details, all right, when it comes to her. She's aware of her public image going through the darn Popeyes drive-through, child. All right. Saturn in Libra here. So Saturn is her career, professional destiny, status in society. She's actually really good when it comes to forming relationships. That would also be forming relationships with her fans, the camera, things of this nature. Libra is also associated with beauty, marriage, which is quite interesting. And Saturn also deals with a father. So she did marry her father through Jay-Z. Damn. Ooh, child. All right, Jupiter in Libra. She has her Jupiter in Libra. So this is probably her energy of getting with Destiny's Child. Jupiter is one's sense of one's beliefs, one's opinions. Jupiter is also connected to one's sense of taking risks and chances, being a bit rebellious. Jupiter is also associated with one's sense of freedom. So, with her having her Jupiter in Libra, Libra being ruled by Venus, Venus and Libra both being associated with one on one relationships, marriage in particular, her opinions, her beliefs, the way she moves through life, the way she takes chances and rebels can be influenced by the people she is around or the person she's married to. All right. This is why she's so down for that man because she has all this Libra energy here. All right. So, to some degree, there's a lot she did gain from being with Jay Z, from marrying Jay Z. All right. Marrying Jay Z, Jupiter and Libra, for Jupiter and Libra, marriage can lead to expansion in life. Right? Relationships can lead to expansion in life. Jupiter deals with expansion. So that was her relationship with Jay Z and her marriage to Jay Z. Interestingly enough, she also has her Venus in Libra. She has a lot of Libra energy, child, a lot of Venus. Venus, of course, is one on one relationships, marriage, business partnerships. All right. It's associated with how one makes their money, how one spends their money. So there's something about her having a lot of access to his money and vice versa, him having a lot of access to her money. Or is that the case? I'm not sure. Libra is supposed to be associated with balance, harmony, and things of this nature as well. Lastly, she is Pluto in Libra. I've always wondered, is she millennial or is she Gen X? Well, her having Pluto in Libra tells me she's Gen X, shall. She's born with Pluto in Libra. So when we want to know what generation someone is, we have to look at their Pluto. That'll tell you everything you need to know. Pluto in Libra is those born under Generation X. Pluto in Scorpio are those born under Millennial. Pluto in Sagittarius is those born under Gen Z. All right. So she's Pluto in Libra. So she comes from that era of marriage. You get married, you stick it through. Pluto in Libra is also about equality. Pluto in Libra is about relationships, fairness, balance, reciprocity. Pluto Libra is also about self-love, self-care, and things of this nature, right? So keeping up with yourself as well. That's why a lot of Gen X celebrities, still look amazing for their age, right? They're born under Pluto and Libra. But the person you marry to, they can break you, they can make you or break you, child. Pluto is about change, transformation, endings, death, right? How you overcome these things, how you heal from your trauma. So she heals through relationships, but she can also destruct through relationships if she's not careful. Now, we do have Lilith in Libra transiting her Jupiter in Libra. Lilith can kind of be the darker side of one's, you know, personality, in this case, one's relationships or idealism when it comes to relationships. All right. So her being so idealistic about relationships and such a maybe non-confrontational person, someone that doesn't want to rock the boat too much, it's kind of costing her a bit, unfortunately. Now let me look and see if she has any oppositions. She does have quite a few oppositions. So she has her moon in Scorpio, her Uranus in Scorpio, and Lilith in Scorpio. Child, Beyonce's a moon in Scorpio, honey. Did y'all know that? Light up. Oh, Charlie says, light up a joint. I listened to Destiny's Child when I was in high school, graduated in 1995, and has been out for a while. The fact that my daughter listens to me, that's something that everyone can do. Yes. I mean, Beyonce has a lot of good songs, child. You have to give her that. I didn't know she was a moon in Scorpio, though. Let's go back. Let's just confirm. So let's do a transit on that real quick. Because, sometimes the moon does change the day you're born. So if you don't know the time you're born, it's really important to, get a proper birth chart reading done. Because sometimes that generic information ain't always actual factual. Let's see if Beyonce is in fact a moon in Scorpio. I'm guessing she is, but I just want to make sure, child. So we're gonna go an hour ahead or so for her chart to see if the moon changes at all. What time are we at? 7 p.m. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so if she's born between 12 p.m. and 12 midnight or 11:59 p.m. um September 4th, 1981, then she's definitely a moon in Scorpio. Um September 4th, 1981. Okay, yeah. Let's go a few hours behind and see if the moon changes the day she's born. Nope. She's a moon in Scorpio for sure. So Beyonce is 100% a moon in Scorpio. That is actual factual. So this would make her a sun in Virgo, which we'll get on that in a minute. And a moon in Scorpio. Very interesting combination there. But all right, with the moon in Scorpio, the moon is associated with how we express our emotions, our emotional reactions, our emotional instincts. It's quite interesting. She's so emotionally controlled. That's usually reserved for like earth signs, moon and earth signs, especially moon in Capricorn. So I'm wondering maybe if her moon in Scorpio is like in her 10th house or in a house with Capricorn. Unfortunately, we don't know the time she's born, but like that's quite interesting. The moon is also one's relationship with their family, their mother. Obviously represents her closeness with her mother. They've probably been through things. Obviously, they have with the father and things like of that nature. Because Scorpio can be trauma bonding in some way, shape, or form. So to some degree, there could be a little bit of like bonding through trauma connected between Beyonce and Tina, and not just maybe from that era, but also maybe just her career. Having that type of large career can be traumatic to some degree, I'm sure. So her moon's in Scorpio, conjunct her Uranus in Scorpio. That's probably why her circle is so small. She's not super trustworthy, actually, Beyonce. She's very suspicious of people, and she's actually a good reader of your intentions. So she's a good reader of energy. Meaning if she's in a large group of people, like in a large stadium, she could probably feel that the energy of that stadium. So I feel like when you actually, because I do remember seeing some clips like of her. I guess what was it? Her last tour called? What was that tour called, you guys? What was the last tour called? I don't know why I'm having a brain fart right now. And literally the only thing I can hear is what's that beginning of her song? La 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 la. That's what I hear. Someone just bought a reading. Thank you to whoever just bought a reading. You won't break my soul. That's what I hear in my head right now. But that's not the name of the tour. That's a name from the album that she toured for that tour. You won't break my soul. Renaissance. Oh my God. Yes. It just came to me right now. Renaissance. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I think moments where she was like kind of like clutching her chest and clutching her invisible pearls, and actually like seeming like she was affected by the audience. I feel like those moments were real. I feel like she was actually feeling the energy of the audience, because she definitely has that in her chart where she has the propensity to feel, quite literally feel, the energy of like a big stadium like that. I don't know how she does it with all this type of energy in her chart. She also has Lilith and Scorpio. So she does have a vindictive side. She does have a vengeful side, child. She has her Neptune in Sagittarius, which is quite interesting. She's very open minded in a lot of ways. An open book, which is quite interesting. With Neptune and Sagittarius, to some degree, they can be open books. They definitely can have issues setting boundaries, but it seems like she's so good at setting boundaries. So what's that about? She has her vertex in Cancer, so family's very important for her. A lot of fate involved when it comes to family, the family she was born into, especially. Her North Node is retrograde in Leo, so her purpose in life definitely was to act, sing, be creative. That's Leo. Her Mars is also in Leo, so the way she goes about moving is very creative. That's why she drops the albums the way she does, and like she's actually a very creative person. With her Mars in Leo conjunct her North Node in Leo, that is her purpose in life, right? Is to sing, act, and all these types of things. Her Sun is in Virgo, which is quite interesting. Not much Earth except that Sun in Virgo. The sun is how we express ourselves. The sun is how one goes about getting. Well, no, I'm sorry. The sun is also connected to your purpose in life. So her purpose was also to sing, act, be creative. Virgo is about one's work, one's job. Virgo is associated with routine. Virgo is associated with self improvement. So part of her purpose is to commit herself to her work and her job, which she does very well, but also to self improve, to also create a routine for herself, but also to be of service to others, right? Very interesting. So let's see what we've got going on. We got Mars in Leo, which is actually really, really good for her. We've got Jupiter retrograde in Gemini currently, which is in opposition to her Neptune in Sagittarius. This would represent a lot of these secrets coming out. All right. Um, has she sung about some of this stuff in her music though? I'm wondering because sometimes she likes to speak in codes and hidden meanings and messages. But this Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, Jupiter is associated with Sagittarius energy. It's associated with open mindedness, stepping outside one's comfort zones, expansion, freedom, the truth. Retrograde in Gemini, Gemini can deal with youth, young childhood to young adult years. We know that the person alleged, in this lawsuit against Diddy and Jay-Z was someone around those ages, right? This is retrograde. So Jupiter retrograde is definitely not a time to be impulsive. It is a time where it can be, especially Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, it can be a very gossiping time. It can be a very backbiting time. Definitely not a time where you want to travel, whether short distance. I mean, if you have to travel, you have to travel, but be mindful of traveling both short distances and long distances when Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini, as it currently is right now as we speak. All right. But Jupiter retrograde in Gemini definitely can be the truth coming out and coming out when you least expect it. Or the truth coming out and it's almost like not having the, especially retrograde, not having the time to rectify it, or having to take the time to figure out like what are you going to say as a rebuttal sort of thing. But this energy is in opposition to her Neptune and Sagittarius, which is her life behind closed doors. So this stuff is affecting her life behind closed doors. Her life behind closed doors is being shifted and changed, because of this. So don't think she's just being, Beyonce and luxurious and luxuriating. No, no, her life behind closed doors are changing. All right. Uranus retrograde in Taurus. This would technically make her, this Uranus retrograde in Taurus would be in opposition to her moon, her Uranus, and her Lilith in Scorpio. All in Scorpio. So there's a lot she wants to say. She probably will put it in the music or her art in some way, shape, or form. She's definitely going to find a way to make money off of it with that Uranus retrograde in Scorpio opposition here. All right. Money be her motivation, child. And can you blame her? Especially in this world we live in. So she'll tell you, she'll spill some tea, but she'll make you pay for it. Will everyone pay for it? Probably not. All right. And this is a usual trick in her book. With it being retrograde, it may not work so much in her favor. So as long as Uranus is retrograde in Gemini or in Taurus, I hope she's not planning to pull any Jedi mind tricks. because this is an opposition between materialism and internal growth for Beyonce. It can't all just be about the money. It can't all just be about the coin. If your purpose is to grow and evolve as your sun in Virgo is, then we need to see some growth, Beyonce. Moon is also in Taurus. So the moon in Taurus currently is now, mind you, the moon won't be in Taurus for that long, but as we speak right now, the moon is in opposition to her moon, Uranus, and her Lilith in Scorpio. So she's going through it, especially with the threat of her wealth and her comfortability being affected negatively by this. North Node is currently in Aries. Vertex is currently in Aries, both in opposition to her Mercury in Libra, Saturn in Libra, Jupiter in Libra, Venus in Libra, and Pluto in Libra. So once again, opposition in context to a masculine figure, a masculine energy. Right? At what point do you figure out you can do it on your own as a woman? You don't necessarily need to always be up under your man or to have your man as a clutch, so to speak. If you need a clutch, go to Saks. If you need a clutch, go to Gucci. All right, Beyonce? Seriously. This is also a confrontation for her. Confrontation she has to deal with. All right. Not necessarily confrontation she caused, but confrontation as the result of a man. Aries is associated with masculinity, war, aggression, violence. It is also associated with how we express our raw energy. So are we going to start to see more raw Beyonce, raw emotions from her? There's going to be a push for that. All right. Neptune is currently in Pisces. Saturn is currently in Pisces, all in opposition, or both in opposition to her sun in Virgo. This is affecting her career. This is affecting her image. All right. This is affecting the way she moves. Just as there's a spotlight on Jay-Z, there's a spotlight also on Beyonce. What's she going to do next? What does she think? What is she saying? What does she have to say? What does she know? Neptune in Pisces is in opposition to her sun in Virgo. Neptune deals with secrets. Pisces is associated or is ruled by Neptune. So what does she or what did she know? What didn't she know? That's going to be a question people are going to start asking. Pluto's in Aquarius currently. Venus is currently in Aquarius in opposition to her vertex in Cancer. Change associated with family. And this is fate. There's something about this that is fate for Beyonce. When we think of fate, we think fate is always a good thing. And maybe to some degree it is. I'm not sure. It depends on what side of the pendulum you swing. It's kind of like karma, you know. There's fate that is good, and there's fate that can be experienced as good. There's fate that can be experienced as bad. There's something about this that is fated for Beyonce to go through, to deal with. So once again, there's pressing change connected to family for her. Pluto in Aquarius is about change, unexpected change, radical change. Once again, her family is changing, is shifting again, or is going through a shift, just as it did when her dad divorced her mom, or they divorced each other, and then she divorced her dad. It switched up the family dynamic, the family. The mom became closer. Now we're here with Blue Ivy and the other kids, the other them babies, right? Child, this is playing out like a soap opera. All right. Sun in Sagittarius. Actually conjunct her Neptune in Sagittarius. So I think if she's transparent, I mean, the sun won't be in Sagittarius for long, but I think if there's a window of transparency for her at this time, if she just kind of like was open to it or open minded in some way, maybe she'll drop something soon. I don't know if she'll do an interview or once again, maybe she'll put it in the art. Maybe she'll announce a surprise tour. Like, I'm not sure, but there's like something coming. Mercury is currently retrograde in Sagittarius, so she's going to probably do it in secret though. She knows, the timing may not be right, but she needs to do something coming up soon. The Sagittarius energy would be in. Did I see any Gemini in her chart? I don't see any Gemini. And then we've got Lilith and Libra, which we talked about. I also want to note that her Moon, her Uranus, and her Lilith in Scorpio, all in Scorpio, would also technically be in opposition to her own Pluto, her own Venus, her own Jupiter, her own Saturn, and her own Mercury in her own chart. So there's opposition between her marriage, her relationships, and family, her family life, her home life. This is playing out currently. All right, there's opposition in context to her career and her home life, her family life, and the people she surrounds herself with, aka Diddy, with her Uranus and Scorpio. And about Lilith and Scorpio as well, we know she has a little bit of a vengeance side of her. There are going to be some stories coming out about Beyonce not being so nice. I'm thinking Carrie Hilson, for example. Like, does Carrie Hilson have a Beyonce story? There's rumors of, her and Jay-Z shutting people's careers down and stuff like that and being intimidating, allegedly. I'm just saying. We got to keep it real, right? Lastly, I don't want to read her too much. All right. She has her Mercury in Libra also in opposition to her Moon in Scorpio. This is where the disconnect comes in with her. Right here. Her opposition between her Mercury, her thoughts, her mind, the way she communicates, an opposition between that energy and her emotions, the way she emotionally expresses herself. The two don't always click. But two ain't always working or operating under the same agenda. Meaning the thing she says isn't always the thing she feels. The thing she feels isn't always the thing she says. And above all else, she's going to put on a smile. She's going to put on an image, and that's what we're going to see ultimately. Let's just do a quick rundown and maybe just how like the rest of the month will go for her. I don't know. Oh crap. I changed her chart, y'all. My bad. By the time we get to January, Venus in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius will be in opposition to her vertex in Cancer. So there will still be drama going on with her and her family around January, unfortunately. North Node is retrograde in Aries, vertex in Aries in opposition to her Venus in Libra. This is probably going to follow her for a while because a lot of these planets are going to stay in these zodiac signs for a while. Let's see when this will let up for Beyonce, or if it'll let up. Well, it looks like slowly but surely we're moving away from that. Ooh, but this is going to hit her sun. Damn. North Node is in Pisces retrograde. Neptune is in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces by the time we get to the end of January. But all that is in opposition to her sun. So January may not be the best month for her. Maybe that's the timing when secrets can start coming out about her or in context to her in some way, shape, or form that could speak to maybe her character, ego, things of this nature. All right, the end of January 2025. Ooh, child. Yeah, and then we get to this like a lot of this Pluto and a lot of this Aquarius energy is in opposition to her vertex in Cancer. So her family dynamic is changing. I wonder what that's looking like behind the scenes. A lot of Aries energy by the time we get to March, in opposition to all that Libra energy over here. So by the time we get to March, Mercury in Aries, Venus in Aries, Vertex in Aries is all in opposition to her Pluto, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn, and Mercury. This 2025 may not be the best year for Beyonce. She's gonna have a lot to contend with. Now, does she have it in her? Because look at this. All of this is kind of shifting all between Aries and Pisces. And no matter way you flip anything in Aries is always going to be in opposition to her Mercury, her Saturn, her Jupiter, her Venus, and her Pluto, which is going to affect her likability. Anything in Pisces is going to be in opposition to her Sun, which is going to affect her likability. And that is going to drive her crazy. Shall we see what the cards have to say? Let's take a quick break because I read that chart for filth. I did a mediumship. Let's take a quick break and we'll get to the cards and see what the cards have to say. Also, I'm available for readings. Um, 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 I'm the queen of the Nile. Watch me work when I'm sipping on my tea. I'm quenching your thirst. Simplify, I'm getting super high. My ancestors are royal. It's an eye for an eye. You've got what it takes to spin the groove. Put it on the dance floor and show me your moves. Welcome to my palace. Come bearing gifts. Don't thrust with your arms. Do it with your hips. Wear the finest linens when you're with me. Become my ally and your enemies will flee. I'm the queen, you're not. Try to take my crown and you'll be catching polka dots. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. Of the Nile, watch me work when I'm sipping on my tea. I'm quenching your thirst. Simplify, I'm getting super high. My ancestors are royal. It's an eye for an eye. You've got what it takes to spin the groove. Put it on the dance floor and show me your moves. Welcome to my palace. Come bearing gifts. Don't thrust with your arms. Do it with your hips. Wear the finest linens when you're with me. Become my ally and your enemies will flee. I'm the queen, you're not. Try to take my crown and you'll be catching polka dots. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. All right, we're black. Let's go ahead and get into this reading real quick. Let's read the energies, child. What questions do y'all have? Thank you for cleansing, clearing energy, protecting me, past reading. Amen, 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 amen. Hi, Brienne. I'm good. How are you? Thank you for being here, everybody. Let's ask, child. Is Jay-Z going to go down? Is he going to get arrested? Is he going to get charged? Is he going to go down for this lawsuit with Diddy involved, or will he go down for something else? Is Jay-Z going to go down for this lawsuit with Diddy, or will he go down for something else? Eight of Swords. He's definitely feeling fearful. He's definitely feeling stuck. Once again, there's an energy of feeling like there's nowhere to turn, there's nowhere to fix this. Um, it's kind of like wanting to do everything but go in the layer of the dragon. But you just gotta go in and defeat the dragon. This is bringing out like some inner childhood issues in Jay-Z actually. This is bringing out some inner childhood issues in Jay-Z. Will he go down for something? I get the Sun card, so I get a yes. It is strongly possible that yes, he could go down for something. He could get in trouble for something. He could possibly be charged, maybe. The Tower card shows up, y'all. The Tower card shows up connected to confidence, purpose, self-expression. The Tower card is a restructuring of your life or some aspect of your life in some way. He could go down or be charged for something. He could be charged or go down for something, but he does it in his way or his own way. All right. When is Queen of the Nile dropping? That will be on my second album that will be coming out very soon. I just released another song yesterday called Wicked, so check that out. But yes, he could go down for something. Jay-Z could get his Diddy moment. Um, is Ivy safe, and did she witness any of that freak off stuff? We think she's too young for that. Is Blue Ivy safe? Did she witness anything unscrupulous? Did she witness anything unscrupulous? Is Blue Ivy safe? Four of Pentacles. She's definitely someone that's like, I feel like either she's someone that just kind of keeps to herself, or she's definitely entering a phase of keeping to herself, isolating herself, even if she's in a room of her peers. She has a lot of mama energy around her, though, y'all. The High Priestess shows up around mom, family, mother energy. Not only does she have a mama, she got a praying mama or a mama that participates in spirituality, magic, religion, something like that. Or a grandma. The Hierophant in this, or the High Priestess in this position, could also be a matriarch. So if it ain't Beyonce, it's Tina. All right? She's got family. She's good. The Ten of Cups shows up, connected to children, childhood energy, self-expression. I think she's safe, you guys. Blue Ivy's safe. there is a little bit of confusion, and she's what, like 13, 12, whatever, 14. So there's a little bit of confusion as to what she wants to do or pursue. But once again, she's young, right? The Eight of Swords shows up as the last card. There is a need as maybe she grows older to definitely pay attention to her mental health. Um, she may need a therapist. She may need like an outlet for her own emotions and thoughts. Once again, because there's a disconnect between Beyonce's emotions and thoughts based on that opposition in her chart. But I'm wondering if there's that same energy for Blue Ivy. Or if it's not the same energy, sometimes just in general, we can take after our parents and the way they operate in their lives, right? It's just something you want to be mindful of. Hold on, you guys. Oh my God. All right, sorry guys, I'm answering a message. All right, sorry. There is 316 people in the room. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share with your friends and family. Thank you all for being here. And if you would like to book a reading with me, I am available on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. I'm available for phone readings, email readings, video recorded readings. I had a client get a reading today overseas, I guess. They messaged me on WhatsApp, and I guess I messaged them too late, child. I don't know where they live. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead, but they'll get the. Hopefully, they'll get the reading. I'm thinking probably early tomorrow, or hopefully later tonight. But anyway, let's see. Is Ivy safe? Since they are both very infatuated with the number four, they are both born on the fourth. Will they have a fourth child? A lot of y'all keep asking that. Will they have another child? Will they have another child? I don't know. Will Jay-Z and Beyonce have another child? Will Jay-Z, they don't already have four children? Will Jay-Z and Beyonce have another child? Will Jay-Z and Beyonce have another child? Three of Cups. This could maybe be the three babies that they have. I thought they had four children already, though. Um, they could have talks about it, or maybe they've already had talks about it, definitely. Um, They definitely could have talks about it. Or maybe they've already had talks about it. I feel like maybe Beyonce, this could be Beyonce, the Queen of Pentacles, showing up connected to motherhood energy. I feel like maybe Beyonce would be open to having one more. Oh, child, this needs some super glue. I know a lot of y'all, some of y'all are saying, oh, just get new cards. Remember, I have 5 planets in Capricorn. I have 5 planets in Capricorn, or maybe 6 planets actually, plus my Saturn in Aquarius. I'm cheap, child. All right. I'm cheap with certain things, not with everything. Don't get it twisted. All right. I'm a Libra moon, so I'm not cheap when it comes to the drip and the decor and the hair and the self care. But, child, and anything that makes my podcast or YouTube a more enjoyable experience? That's my moon in Libra. All right. I get a young Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, but this could be what's her name? Blue Ivy. Does Blue Ivy want to be another sibling to a little baby? Mm. Does she want Beyonce to have another a child? There's a fear over her health. There's a fear over how will that affect her body because she looks so great right now. There's a fear over I don't know how old she is, but like the bounce back. Will she be able to bounce back, and will she be able to bounce back so fiercely? You know, and with the right doctors and trainers and stuff like that, I'm sure she could. But there's a desire. The world card shows up. They could have another child. They could get pregnant again. Now there's a little bit of a fear over keeping the child, like in terms of like not having a miscarriage. The death card shows up as the last card, so she could get pregnant, but there could be, I don't want to speak it into existence, right? But the death card as the last card shows, especially with the Ten of Wands also showing up connected to her long-term health. Uh-huh. My cat. Especially the Ten of Wands showing up connected to her long-term health. There's a fear over her keeping a child if she were to get pregnant. So let's send Beyonce all the love and good health energy. Child, she needs to just probably connect with Oshun, all right, or whatever deity she works with. A couple years ago, it seemed like Oshun. But twins, I feel like the twins are too young. I don't want to see what's going on with the twins. Blue Ivy's is like, I guess, safe bets because they're putting her out there. They're not really putting the twins out there. But they had one, so Pat, but they had four. Oh, okay. The miscarriage, one miscarriage. She said she had miscarried before Blue too. Child. Yes, honey. I'm watching a movie on TV and they just showed a booty and I'm like, what movie is this? Why is she taking a picture? Child. Oh my God. Speaking of movies, sidebar. Last night I was watching Midsummer. Oh my God, you guys. That movie is diabolical. I thought Terrifier was bad. You might as well put Midsummer on the same playing field as Terrifier, child. But anyway, let's see what other questions you all have. Does Jay-Z have anything to do with Aaliyah's passing? It's been a long time. We shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step two, step two, step two, step two. Did Jay-Z have anything allegedly to do with Aaliyah's passing? Hi, Whitney. Thank you for being here. Did Jay-Z have anything to do allegedly with Aaliyah's passing? Three of Swords. I think he was heartbroken by her passing. King of Wands shows up. This could be him facing a Knight of Wands. The Lover's card showing up connected to emotions, family, home, energy. There maybe was some feelings between Jay-Z, or maybe feelings from Jay-Z towards Aaliyah. But there also was love there. There was like a caring there. Oop, but the Devil card does show up connected to work, job, daily routine. I wonder if they were on good terms at the time of her passing. Um, I get a no. I don't think he had anything to do with her passing directly. No, I don't see that. Ooh, a question I did want to ask was, did Tina Knowles really mean to like that post about Jay-Z? Did Tina? Because she said it was an accident. Did Tina Knowles really mean to like that post about Jay-Z? Was that on purpose, Spirit? Did Tina like that post about Jay-Z on purpose, Spirit? The magician card manipulation. Child. Did she like that thing on purpose? There's Jay-Z. 3 of Cups. Did she do it on purpose? The World card. I don't think she did it on purpose, but there's almost like something where it's like she's not sorry about it. It kind of feels like to me maybe she was trying to like click it to like read the post or click it to like get more information or something like that. Or maybe she didn't know what she was doing when she was using the phone. It almost was like someone had to come in and like save the day or like say, hey, like you accidentally like this thing. But she's not sorry about it. It's kind of like she's like, oh well, if I did, I did. I didn't mean to do it, but if I did, I did. Oh well, like that's how I see her being. Um, how does your account get hacked just by liking a comment, child? All right, last question because we've been on here for over an hour. Will Jay-Z and Beyonce's professional image be irreparable? For celebs, their name is their moneymaker. Once tarnished, few recoup can make a comeback. Will Jay-Z and Beyonce's image be irreparable after this incident? Will Jay-Z and Beyonce's image take a hit and be irreparable after this situation, Spirit? The World card shows up, coming full circle, being protected. I think to some degree they're protected. Or maybe Beyonce who's protected because it's the woman in the picture. The Sun card, though, does show up. Will their image be irreparable? Will they take a hit? To some degree, they will take a hit. Maybe Blue Ivy's the saving grace, though. I think Blue Ivy's the saving grace. It's like, don't hate us too much. Our daughter, it's like Blue Ivy's the shield or something like that. They could financially take a hit. Absolutely. The Tower card showing up as the last card. Their image could take an irreplaceable hit, an irreparable hit, unfortunately. Especially as more secrets come out. Oh, Lord have mercy. And I feel like Beyonce by association, but we'll have to see. All right. All right, you guys. I have been on here for an hour. I love you all, but I have to go. I got to go to the gym. I got things I got to do. I got other clients I got to get to. Personal readings I got to do. So I love you all. I will catch you on the next video. I will see you all in your own, or talk to you all in your own personal readings. Either way, I will see you soon. Love and light. God bless. Remember, contact me for a reading by texting me at 703-791-9162. Text me, all right, or visit my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. I love you all. Bye. Have a good one. I'm the queen of the Nile. Watch me work when I'm sipping on my tea. I'm quenching your thirst. Simplify, I'm getting super high. My ancestors are royal, it's an eye for an eye. You've got what it takes to spin the groove. Put it on the dance floor and show me your moves. Welcome to my palace, come bearing gifts. Don't thrust with your arms, do it with your hips. Wear the finest linens when you're with me. Become my ally and your enemies will flee. I'm the queen, you're not. Try to take my crown and you'll be catching polka dots. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. I'm the queen of the Nile. Watch me work when I'm sipping on my tea. I'm quenching your thirst. Simplify, I'm getting super high. My ancestors are royal, it's an eye for an eye. You've got what it takes to spin the groove. Put it on the dance floor and show me your moves. Welcome to my palace, come bearing gifts. Don't thrust with your arms, do it with your hips. Wear the finest linens when you're with me. Become my ally and your enemies will flee. I'm the queen, you're not. Try to take my crown and you'll be catching polka dots. I'm the queen of the Nile, and if I die, I'll go out in style. Tribulations and trials, and if I die, I'm the queen of the Nile. I'm the queen of the Nile.